Hello Aquarius, this is going to be a weekly tarot forecast for the week ahead for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I hope that you can hear me all right. I got kind of a fan going because it's warm in here, so I hope it doesn't distract too much from the reading. I do want to let you guys know that I'm aligned with love and light and God, and I'm here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys, Aquarius. So please take it as it resonates and leave the rest for others, okay? I'm just shuffling some cards here, pulling some cards to get a vibe for Aquarius. Oh, here we go. I was getting a sense before I even started the reading for Aquarius that it's important to recognize progress and that not everything is absolutely perfect and it's not going to be perfect, especially not the first time around. I kind of feel like like even when you if you have to submit your assignment late for extra credit, or I mean for partial credit, you know, I kind of feel how like not kicking yourself, Aquarius, like making sure that you give it your best shot. You know, even if there's flaws, even if there's still progress to be made, I feel here how sometimes, you know, we can get really down on ourselves and we don't want to make that effort or take that step until everything's perfect and exactly the way we want it to be. And I feel like that's just too late, you know, that Aquarius needs to do a rough draft and then, you know, a finer product, you know, and every time that you create a new version of this, it's going to be a better version, a different version, different energy from where you're at that time. So I really feel how, you know, Aquarius, progress, not perfection, and being able to build upon and improve upon what you already have going on is what Spirit is calling for, especially for the week ahead. Now you do have, for the energy for the week ahead, you've got the Seven of Pentacles. So this is about putting in the work, okay? So where you're placing your focus and your attention is what is going to grow and expand in your life this week, Aquarius. So making the best use of your time is what is really beneficial here. The Seven of Pentacles really speaks about, you know, putting the efforts into something that you're going to get that turnaround, okay? I feel like I'm kind of talking about this a little bit, honing your craft, something about your presence, Aquarius, just figuring out who you are in relation to the world, the best use of your time, pulling your efforts and your time away from other distractions or places, people maybe that aren't worth your time. I feel like this could be at work or at home. Sometimes we get pulled away maybe and get drawn into some kind of drama, you know, at work or at home. And Spirit is saying that you don't have to do that. Like, do you see how the cat is here reaching for its own pentacle and this person is here doing their own thing? I kind of feel how you can let other people do what they're doing or have their drama or have their argument or have their moment, and it doesn't have to change your course of action. That's what I really feel here for Aquarius. And the card that you have to kind of stay away from or avoid this week, you've got the One of People, kindred partnership. Okay, so I feel that this indicates that, you know, that Aquarius needs to make sure that Aquarius is relying on their own energy and standing on their own 2 feet. There's not someone else who is more important or more knowledgeable or has the final say so, or that you can draw all the best information from, or that can direct you, okay? I really feel how this Seven of Pentacles this week and pulling away from kindred partnership, which is a healthy thing, speaks about really investing your energy in each now moment to the task at hand for Aquarius, okay? And not deferring to something outside of you, but running it through your own moral compass. Am I in alignment with use of my time? Is that in alignment with the goals that I have for myself this week, this month, this year, whatever this is for you, okay? Because I can see that there might be a tendency to focus on relationships, and there is a time and a place for that. But remember that you only have so much energy, so much resources. So when you're spending all of your efforts in certain areas, it takes away from other uses of your time. And realistically, you've not lost anything if you're just shifting your focus. Okay, so that's what I feel for Aquarius this week. shifting your focus. Okay, I've got to say something else too. Now, this kindred partnership could be the important people in your life. It could be a parent, a child, a partner, a boss, a best friend, okay? But I feel here how Spirit is saying that your peers or your important people are not always going to see eye to eye with your plans, okay? They're not always going to support you, okay? Even if you think that they should. So it's important to really stand on your own solid vision of the future and walk on that pathway regardless of how others view it or see it or perceive it, because I feel here how Aquarius has the chance to ascend beyond the limitation of their peers or other people in their lives, okay? So I feel like you may be spending your time in ways that others don't understand. They don't quite get how that's so important to you, okay? But they don't have to, is what I really want to say to Aquarius. They don't have to. Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness and not permission. And that's kind of what I feel here is like, you do you, Aquarius, and others will see the results that you provide once you're finished. And they'll not have anything to say, right? But those are the same folks who I feel like they're too... what is this? They're too prideful potentially to like support you. It's really weird. I feel kind of something here, Aquarius, where somebody else doesn't want you to outshine them potentially, so they can't support you in the way that you would like. And sometimes we do have, you know, dysfunctional family members or, you know, people in our lives that teach us great lessons about believing in ourselves. Even if they don't believe in us, we've got to believe in ourselves more, right? So that's what I feel here for Aquarius, believing in yourself this week and pulling away from any negative energy or from anyone who wants to throw salt on your own manifestations, all right? So words from Spirit: make that shit your reality, business. Aquarius, make it your reality. You don't have to align yourself with the dreams or the goals or the visions that other people have set out to have you work towards, right? But you get to decide what's right for you and what's worth your time. This Seven of Pentacles indicates that putting in that dedicated focus and that effort, regardless of what anyone else is thinking, doing, or feeling, is going to bring you the result that you desire. And another word from Spirit: stay connected. We are all born connected to Spirit, often known as the divine source. Yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from that connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect to the source. And source can fill you with divine energy, inspiration, creativity, a boost of energy if you're feeling tired. I really feel how Aquarius, plug in with source and not so much with people in your outer environment to refill your cup and refill yourself, okay? This week, because, you know, it's not about them, it's about you. Your life is totally about you and what works for you, and you're figuring that out and you're making things happen. You're going to bring that to the... I feel like the proof is in the pudding, and you're going to bring that around, and it's going to come full circle. And that anybody who you had wished would have supported you in this effort, I feel like they're going to have to swallow their words, and because it's just so evidential. So I'm loving that energy for you, Aquarius. Very independent, standing on your own, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your week. The next sign to be read will be Aries, and I will see you on that video.